Buddy, and welcome back to the Paste Studios. We're live now with Cordovas from East Nashville, Tennessee. Guys, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Brad. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. So you're going to do 3 songs off of the upcoming album. So congratulations in advance. It's coming out pretty soon. It's coming out on August 10th on ATO Records. That Santa Fe Channel is the name of the album, and you're doing 3 songs from it today. Can you tell us about the first one?
We sure can. Well, this is one of Luca's songs. This is kind of one of the songs that really got this band thinking about making an album. It goes like this. Right. 2, 3, 4.
When you leave for the winter time, call me, I'll be at home with the phone at my side. These Midwest women will keep me company. Come first, freeze and the changing of the leaves. Don't forget who you left in this bed. All the roads that you travel in my head, I'm the one who needs you tonight. When you find a big enough sky to hold the old me, or whatever you need, I'll be up north where the wind cuts you into. Yeah, you know it's home, ain't nothing I can do to keep you around, babe. I begged before. It ain't no use, you always know what it's for. I'm the one who needs you tonight. One who needs you tonight.
The crowd goes wild. Thank you guys for coming and sharing these. So that's the first song you're playing today off of that Santa Fe Channel, which if you're just joining us, is coming out next week on ATO Records. Can you talk to us a little bit about how that album took shape? From just the words that I read about it, it sounds like a blast. I mean, I heard that you guys spent a month in Mexico getting it together, so that was sort of the inception of it, and then worked with Kenneth from Milk Carton Kids in order to get it to.
It was hard to convince everyone to leave icy, rainy Nashville in January and come to Mexico and surf every day and write songs, but I managed to pull it off. And that's really how it happened. We played that song. That was really one of the catalysts for us doing it. I mean, I was getting him to, leave his life in North Carolina and come back up and join with the Cordovas. But I was going, no, listen to these songs. And so that when we started accumulating songs, we still feel like it's 1972. Man, we still was making an album to document these, if for no other reason, even if the band, whatever. Make it, document it.
Making my day completely. I mean, I love hearing these songs that would have lived equally well in 1972 as they do in 2018. I mean,
Thank you.
Nobody can see what I look like, but
you're handsome.
Yeah, well, to take a look at me with the beard and the hair and all that, I mean, I'm a better fit in 1972, just like all you guys most likely.
They should see you. You have a headband on. It's the real New York thing.
Doing the full-on Richie Tenenbaum right now.
Yeah, I mean, I even know what you're talking about.
These sound outstanding. Really, thank you so much for coming and sharing these songs with us. And all the tour dates obviously are up at the website. It's cordovasband.com. So everybody who's watching right now, please do check out the tour dates. And we will get into tour dates in a second. But can you tell us about the second song that you're going to play off of that Santa Fe channel?
Yeah, this is Frozen Rose. This is one of those ones where, now we're in Mexico, now we got a week or two in, we got our sounds dialed in at the little place we practice. And I think this is kind of one of those ones that came in the middle of being in the moment and having the instruments in your hand, and Luca kind of maybe going home after one session and coming back the next morning with it. And the band being so dialed in at that point to really be able to piece it together immediately, in 30 minutes. And then start rehearsing it on Wednesday nights on some laid-back gigs and letting the real trueness of the song emerge later. When we knew, again, we're going to record it later, we got 6 months to get it right.
Do you feel like the play, Mexico has more to do with the DNA of this album than Nashville necessarily?
Unquestionably.
Yeah.
Nashville's just like, we're from, he and I are from North Carolina, so it's hard, it's just a couple hundred miles. We are Southerners of that region. So that's not going to go anywhere. But we aren't Baja people, and we really did want some of that in our vibe. Not musically, but spiritually probably, and certainly just the spirit of us going down there and doing it together that way had to have helped us play, and at least, whether it's better or worse, it helps us play in the way we play. And I think that was something that Kenneth captured very well. He did great.
We'd love to hear the second one, but also, that just triggered the other thought. A lot of the album was produced in a really similar way to what's happening here in this room, wasn't it? A lot of just live takes all the way through. There's not a question at the end of that. I was just saying words.
The thing for bands or whatever is that, get really good at your songs before you go into the studio and the bill starts and the clock starts ticking. Get the pre-production, get your songs real good so you can go in there and just kind of have the right feel. Do 2 or 3 of them. He'd say, go outside, and then he'd say, come back and we're going to try it 5 more times. Anyway, here's Frozen Rose, man.
I lied to her just a few times. I was the wonder, one that called on someone else. Always me, never could hustle. The rain was pouring and I was just posted up early in the morning. I swear I seen her walk through the door, just like before. Now I know she kept me like a frozen rose. I tried before, just a few things. I was the one bored. Why not call on someone else? It was never me who ever could love her. The rain was pouring and I was drunk, posted up early in the morning. I swear I seen her walk through the door, just like before. Now I know she kept me like a frozen rose, kept me like a frozen rose. Don't it show? Drunk, posted up early in the morning. I swear I seen her walk through the door, just like before. Now I know she She capped me like a frozen rose. Capped me like a frozen rose. Capped me like a frozen rose.
That sounds great. And so if you were in New York City last night and lucky enough to catch these, it was Mercury last night, right? Mercury Lounge happened last night, and going forward, of course, obviously the dates are up at the website, but you've got an in-store at Grimey's in Nashville next Wednesday, August 8th. And then, of course, Americana Fest is coming up the second week of September, so that one sounds like a ton of fun. Yeah.
Cool gigs.
Yeah. Really does sound like there's a lot of exciting stuff on the horizon for you guys. So you're doing a third one off of That Santa Fe channel, which is out again on ATO Records on August 10th. And can you tell us about the next one you're going to do?
Yeah, this one is This Town's a Drag. This I wrote with my great friend Brian Wright, who may have very well even been in this room before. He plays with Aaron Lee Tastian. And this is just what happens when you kind of share your ideas with people and don't be afraid to throw your little half idea over to your friend and see what they come back with. This is an example of just a nice little partnership. And 1, 2, 3.
This town's a drag. No drugs, heat's on, dried up, bad cops, draw guns, flat top, keel buzz, ain't it a drag? No drugs, straight laced, straight up, then my last good lover is gone. You let me know it's going around. Get you into the ground and you know where you're found. So let me know where you're found. Oh, let me know. Don't bring me down. I'm tired of waiting around. Don't care, you drive slow, I could walk there. Who knows who's holding? Who else about to throw in? And wide-eyed like a ray gun. It's a fine life when you stay young. And I'm all smiles, wanna see one. Cause it's alright in the long run. So you let me know it's going around. You get your kid in the ground and you know where you found. Let me know where you found. Oh, let me know. Just don't bring me down. This town's a drag. No love, too cool. Froze up,
highbrow, nose up, bring some if he shows up. Thanks.
All right, Cordovas, guys, thank you so much for being here. These songs sounded great. If you're just joining us, those are 3 songs off the forthcoming album, That Santa Fe Channel. It's coming out on August 10th, and it sounded great. Guys, travel safe. Enjoy all those dates. Enjoy Americana Fest. Enjoy all of it. Grimey's in Nashville on Wednesday, and really thank you for taking time out and coming by and playing these songs.
You're a great man. We love you. Thanks for having us, Paste.
Thank you.
Thanks.